Hello and welcome to our In the Zone podcast on data management. I am Naima Mondral, Senior Editor of Bioanalytical Services, and today we're going to talk about data management, how it is a common term used in almost all industries and how it comprises all disciplines related to managing data as a valuable resource. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by Xiaonan, Senior Director at Frontage Laboratories, who will explore the importance of data integrity and best practices. So, welcome. Firstly, how does Frontage ensure data integrity?
Data integrity is a prerequisite for the regulated healthcare industry because critical decisions are all made based on data. Frontage keeps ALCOA as the principal throughout the operations, and we take actions to ensure the data integrity in our company. For example, in the order of the data flow, we first ensure data integrity from the beginning through electronic records that generated using validated computerized systems. All applications at Frontage, such as LIMS and electronic notebook systems, are validated prior to use. And we make sure the software validation always include those tests of key elements of data. We then create awareness among staffs so they can assist with data integrity and report concerns. We implement data integrity verification activities into the QC processes. And last, we train internal auditors to understand what to look for in terms of detecting data integrity issues during the audits.
Great. And how does Frontage ensure data security?
It is essential to maintain data security through the entire life cycle of a project, from data acquisition to data archive. Frontage is implementing Checkpoint Infinity, which is designed to deliver real-time threat prevention against the latest cyber attacks. It provides protection across all networks, cloud, and endpoint in the work environment. And not only the work environment needs to be protected, data also needs to be protected. Frontage has set up secure email communication with both FDA and all key clients using transport layer security to protect the data during transfer. Frontage is also building up its encryption capability for data at rest. We're encrypting users' computers and backup data sets for all applications routinely. The backups are conducted daily for incremental changes and weekly for full sets.
Thank you. And next, could you tell us about the track record at Frontage in terms of audits from regulatory agencies and clients?
We are very proud of our track record in terms of audits from regulatory agencies. After today, Frontage US and China had 52 FDA inspections combined. Frontage China alone had 92 NMPA inspections. And we also had inspections by other agencies such as WHO and EDA, etc. There isn't any findings on the data integrity and security concerns. We are, however, taking the constructive suggestions from our clients or regulatory agencies as the advices for continuous improvement.
Thank you. And what are the major projects at Frontage related to data management?
This is the big topic. Currently, we have 3 major efforts going on that are related to the data management at Frontage. Number 1 is the cloud initiative. Traditionally, the lab data are stored and managed with on-premise data centers. However, the cost and resources needed for managing an on-prem data center starts to skyrocket, with the ever-growing industry demands for data volume and accessibility. It is simply not sustainable anymore for a fast-growing company like us, not to mention that the bar for data security is raised higher and higher, and the risks of cyber attacks increases dramatically. The solution to that is the cloud. So we're having an ongoing cloud initiative to move most of our data and applications to cloud. The cloud environment can provide us with scalable volume, the best security technology, and peace of mind in terms of natural disasters and other physical threats. Cloud service is not without its risks, right? There are good and bad technologies and service providers. The reputation and track records of the cloud service provider is of uttermost importance for us. We have put in a lot of efforts and due diligence in a cloud vendor selection and conclude with an industry benchmark level vendor to help us take care of our data. In conclusion, strategically, from a risk management perspective, we believe by going with the cloud solution, there will be a tremendous relief of our data management responsibilities, and most importantly, provide a state-of-the-art protection to valuable clients' data. And our second initiative is the GDPR compliance and certification. GDPR stands for General Data Protection Regulation. It is a European Union law on data protection and personal privacy in the EU, and it was later adopted by many other countries outside the EU. The relevance of GDPR to Frontage is seemingly not so obvious. However, the data protection requirements are highly relevant, and more of our clients from the pharmaceutical industry is requiring their business partners to comply with GDPR regulations, especially those high-profile companies that often operate multinational clinical trials. Therefore, starting from early 2020, we started a complete overhaul of our IT infrastructure, as well as management level reform to bring our data management to a whole new level. We have successfully obtained our Privacy Shield certification, which is the regulation framework between US and EU, meaning that our data management is up to the level of stringent GDPR standards. And last but not least, ISO 27001 certification. ISO 27001 is an information security standard. It is published by the ISO and the IEC committee. Compared with GDPR, ISO 27001 has more specific requirements, especially for the management. It requires that the management systematically examine the information security risks, taking account of the threats, vulnerabilities, and impacts. And it requires the management to design and implement a comprehensive suite of information security controls and to adopt a process to ensure that those controls continue to meet the company's needs on an ongoing basis. As a matter of fact, many of the important clients of Frontage are seeking ISO 27001 certification nowadays. Therefore, we took on the ISO 27001 challenge at the same time as GDPR. Many new SOPs, procedures, and even positions are created in place since then. And we have made significant improvements on our security information and event management system. We're expecting this effort to be completed later this year and obtain the full certification in Q1 2021.
Great. And finally, what does the future of data management look like at Frontage?
Data management is a continuously evolving process for Frontage. The long-term strategy and goal at Frontage is to leverage the up-to-date technology combined with the expertise of our data management team to make Frontage one of the industry leaders in terms of data management in our business area. We constantly bring in new solutions to ensure data integrity and security. For example, Frontage Bioanalytical Services are moving from the traditional paper-based process to a completely paperless or digital labs via the application of the electronic notebooks. Frontage is undergoing rapid expansion of its business landscape. We're starting to needs for higher scalability, availability, and usability of our data. And most importantly, stronger data integration capability. We have been noticing some integrated solutions emerging on the market that can provide next generation data management. And we're actively evaluating the pros and cons, adopting the combined best of the breed solutions versus the integrated uniform solutions. We also attach great importance to how our business partners' expectations are evolving. We're having high-level data management discussions in the next few weeks with one of the largest global pharmaceutical companies on this very topic. All in all, Frontage takes data management seriously, and we consider it one of the most important core business values in our long-term vision for success. As we strive to keep our data management up to the highest standards right now, we're also looking a few steps ahead to keep our competitiveness among our peers.
Great, thank you for joining me today and for sharing how Frontage take data management seriously and strive to keep up with the highest industry standards. And to our listeners, you can find out more about data management and best practices in this In the Zone feature at www.bioanalysis-zone.com. So thanks for listening.